Welcome back to MTG Stories. This time we continue following the adventures of Narfi, Betrayer King. After he accomplished his last task of acquiring the ancient magic Doom Scar, the king continued on his path to find the legendary dragon, Ebondeath. What perils lie ahead? The king could only hope for death. It was a welcoming thought opposed to being banished. After his last encounter with the horde of zombies inside of the Faceless Haven, a place that was both everywhere and nowhere at once, the king found himself alone but not distraught. Not too far from the icy tunnels, he wandered through the snow-covered plains and headed toward the snow-covered swamps. As the king wandered through the snow, he thought to himself, "Head toward the swamp," she said. "Death lies beneath the snow," she said. "Wings give life. Have faith in oblivion."
I don't understand the lot of it. It matters not. I shall regain my strength from the grave.
The king cast a spell, Faithful Mending, casting himself along with his magic to the grave. At that moment, Vega appeared, taking watch over the battlefield, as if she knew exactly what the king would do. The Angel of Vitality suddenly swooped in from beyond the clouds. The king resurrected himself from beyond the grave before the angel could even land. Wings give life.
I should have known she was talking about angels. I hate angels,
said the king. Knowing he was at an immediate disadvantage, the king went in on the assault, lunging after the enemy as the angel watched from up above. Vega, the Watcher, entered the battlefield, taking surveillance over everything as if she had seen it all before. As the angel and the bird spirit hovered above in the skies, two steadfast paladins appeared, clad in armor with the ability of lifelink. These dwarven knights were a great defense for the angel, and then the Ebondeath appeared. The king immediately used his magic to send the dragon to the grave, where he would attempt to tame the legendary creature. After that, he went in on the assault. This time, the two dwarf creatures immediately got in his way, sending the king to his death, as they happily sacrificed their life to protect the angel. The enemy instantly used Revitalize to strengthen the Angel of Vitality. Then, before they knew it, the righteous Valkyrie was upon them, one of the most dangerous angels there ever was. The Angel of Vitality went on the attack. Vega defended against the angel, sending the bird spirit to its death, which seemed to be all a part of its plan. The king summoned all of his power and unleashed his ultimate sorcery, Blood on the Snow, destroying both angels in the process, bringing Vega the Watcher back to life. Things weren't all good though. The Angel of Destiny appeared, a mythical angel who had some nasty powers. This was not gonna be easy on the king. The king entered the battlefield thinking to himself, "Death lies beneath the snow. Wings give life." It was all starting to make sense to him. He had finally found the way to tame the Ebondeath. Before he could finish his thought, Icing Death, Frost Tyrant, a legendary dragon, appeared on the battlefield. The skies went black. The world went cold. Very cold, even for the Ice King. After that, the Angel of Destiny went in on a vicious attack, clashing with Vega in the skies, sending the bird once again to its death. Not afraid to face the legendary dragon, the king went to attack the beast at once. Clashing with the beast, the king himself met his demise, which was very fortunate for Narfi, but the dragon then turned into a legendary weapon, a dangerous weapon that could cause all sorts of problems for the king. The king again summoned all his power from beyond the grave, destroying the angel and leaving the snow covered in blood, resurrecting the Watcher once more. And then the legendary creature returned, equipping itself with its own frostbane. Narfi entered the battlefield only to cast the spell Rite of Oblivion to banish ice and death once and for all. Have faith in Oblivion, he thought. Vega went in on the attack as she warned the king of things to come. The enemy enchanted the battlefield with a level 2 enchantment perfect for the cleric class. The necromancer entered the fray as Vega went in on the assault once more. The enemy powered up the enchantment to level 3, resurrecting one of the creatures from the grave. It was the Angel of Destiny, now equipped with the powerful weapon. It was definitely even more of a threat. The king resurrected himself immediately to face off with the angel once again. Sacrificing himself, he used a powerful sorcery to banish the angel to oblivion. And then it happened, the moment he'd been waiting for. From the grave, he commanded the Ebondeath to rise at once. The skies turned black as they heard a loud screech, and the bones from such an ancient dragon rose, then took flight. The aura from such a powerful lich filled the air with death. The necromancer and the spirit went on a vicious assault as if they were commanded by the Reaper himself. Before he could celebrate, another planeswalker entered the battlefield, the Grand Master of Flowers. A planeswalker with the ability to become an indestructible.
Take a moment.
That was a being the king could not bring to death. The planeswalker used his ability to pacify them. The king took this opportunity and ordered the necromancer to attack the planeswalker before he could reach his dragon form, as Vega went to assault the enemy directly. The king resurrected himself from beyond the grave, given power to him. He then foretells the enemy's doom. With death in sight, Narfi goes in on an all-out attack. The enemy cast one more revitalization spell, to no avail. Death was in the air, and it seemed no way to avoid it. Death lies beneath the snow, the king thought to himself. The enemy enchanted the land once more to no purpose, before the king's army reigned victorious with the final assault. Victory through death. Narfi, the Betrayer King, following the guidance of the Watcher, managed to acquire some powerful ancient magic, along with the Ebondeath. With the start of his plan to bring upon the long night being a success, what moves will he make next to continue his plan of death and destruction? We shall have to wait and see. Thanks for tuning in.